Following a tough weekend trip on the road to New England, the Penn Quakers return to University City as they look to start this final weekend at home with a victory as they face off with the Columbia Lions. It's college field hockey on ESPN+. And with that, we say hello and welcome to Ellen Vagelos Field. Erdelyi with you for coverage here this afternoon between Penn and Columbia. Big one today. Both teams trying to get their final 3 games in Ivy League play off with a big-time victory. Penn looking to get back to the top after they struggled last week, and like we mentioned, a loss to Yale as well as loss to Quinnipiac in non-conference play, dropping out of the top 25 polls. They want to get back on track and steer this ship the right direction as they look to finish off the year. Talk about these two squads, however, a story kind of the same. Offensively, they both struggled quite a bit. You talk about the numbers, goals per game, both bottom of the Ancient Eight, 8th in the Ivy, struggling in that category. Need to get the offense going at a higher level. For Penn, well, in a good spot to do so. They get their captain back, one of their captains and leader, Lita Van Staden, back in the starting lineup here this afternoon. For Columbia, the same thing. Need to get the goals coming in a big way. Talk about the last time these two teams faced off last year. A 1-0 win for the Quakers. Has been a hard-fought series in the past 25 meetings. The 26th all-time meeting between Columbia and Penn will begin shortly. When we come back, get your starting lineups as well as the opening lift here from Ellen Vagelos Field when we return on ESPN+. After picking up their first win of the season, the Penn Quakers get set for another tall task as they look for a big Ivy League win as they welcome in the 15th-ranked Harvard Crimson. Live from Philadelphia, it's the Ivy League on ESPN. And with that, we say hello and welcome in to Ellen Vagelos Field. Erdelyi joined alongside Meg White, and this one huge for the Quakers. Coming off a tough loss last weekend to Princeton, but able to pick up their first win of the year, facing off against a national. Things are reset up. Guinness long ball heading in, and first touch was from a Scarlet Knight inside the 18, trying to get a turnaround towards the cage. It's in! The Quakers in quick fashion strike first, 1-0 Penn. Van Staden as well as Grayson Banks, who's very impressive, and also have to highlight Courtney Kenna, who's going to take on the insert. Just watch her position herself right near the cage, look for that deflection. That's how she got her first goal of the year in the home opener versus Boston College. Kenna on the insert. Tie contest, one apiece. Kenna sets and operates. Here's Van Staden, goes over, Banks, shot, deflected, scores!
This game, this would be an incredible boost if Penn's able to knock this one home.
Kenna on the insert. Banks and Van Staden at the point. Near side is Zandbergen. Kenna sets and operates. Goes to Van Staden. She'll throw one towards goal. Scores! Alita Van Staden from the point and had Kenna flying again off the corner. The Quakers cut the deficit to 1. And on the return feed to Pastorino. Pastorino down. Look one in through the arc. The spin shot scores! On the backhand, Kayla Crook puts it into the back of the cage, and the Seahawks tie things up. The grad transfer from Sacred Heart, and Kayla Crook gets her second of the year, and the Seahawks tie things up, 1 apiece. Chance for the Quakers. Ball still loose. Stitz. Shot headed away. The 18. Working from outside to Christopherson. Makes the initial save. And we mentioned Penn before last weekend. We're ranked 24th in the nation after a lengthy winning streak, taking down the likes of Temple, who sat in that 24 spot a little bit ago. And also a couple of Ivy League wins after starting the year in Ivy League play, and a tough spot after falling to Harvard and Princeton. Falling versus Yale, that one definitely hurts. Friedman into the circle, slashes one towards goal. It's loose in front, scores! Sophie Friedman drilled one in front, and then Allison Cusick right in front of the cage was able to put it away, and the Quakers lead 1-0. get a chance to look. You saw Friedman straight on a line into Cusick, and Allison Cusick, the junior's 4th goal of the year for the British Columbia native. Set up, back for Banks. Banks down, shot blocked away. Once again off, nice move. Centers one, trickles no. And Penn jumping in front of passing lanes and getting quick movement the other way. T-Knights, shot towards the goal, big time save, a second chance try, rattles in. Korzanowski makes it 2-0. Won 7 goals against average, 1-3 record in her first year with Boston College. Stacked up a little bit versus Northwestern, but other than that, she's been pretty solid. Today we've seen some good stops from her. 2 saves, the lone 2 saves from either side. Kenna to work on the insert. On the near side is Kuzik. Hopped up to the point. The set, the deflection, scores! Had Courtney Kenna off the insert to hop down, look to get the stick on it, and Penn able to take the lead. It's 1-0 Quakers. In the first round, also found themselves versus Providence 2013. The Quakers cause a turnover, a chance towards the goal, and it's in!
Ben Stitz, holy mackerel.
Ben Stitz puts it far post, and the Quakers up by 3.
What a goal by Ben Stitz. That was a big-time finish by a big-time player.
Yes, this play is huge here for Haley Hayden now to see if she can make this save.
So we'll set up. Mia Garber. Garber straight on. Shot blocked away. Nice little lift off going towards goal. Waller gets down. Second chance try. She makes the save. Pads underneath it. We'll get the whistle. Zandbergen at the point. Kenna sets, Banks down, shot, swung around. We'll see how things set up for the Columbia corner. This is a team that doesn't generate a whole lot of corners in general. We mentioned bottom of the ivy in corners. This is only their 56th on the year. Brodor will take on the insert. Short tag with Lindsay Yu. At the point with Sarah Considine, as well as I believe Amaya Walker. Brodor to take, goes up to Walker. Walker shot down, scores! Right from the point, finding an answer. Amaya Walker down. I believe Sophie Rockefeller in front was able to put it away, and Columbia is on the board for the first time this afternoon.
Has been doing a good job of just coming up with some loose balls.
In front, a loose shot, a dribbler, punched in, scores! Given off from Julia Russo, then finds a little bit of a cutter on the near side post. Liz Zandbergen, 2nd of the year. The Quakers up by 2. Beautiful pass inside, turnaround shot saved. Olivia Kenny was the cutter in front, but a wonderful save for the Blue Hens. Blue Hens have done a very nice job since giving up those 2 goals. Keeping the attack on. Talk about a pressure. Here's a little bit of a flurry from Julia Ryan. Back off to Ryan from Cusick. Ryan shot towards the cage. Loose in front. They score! This would be corner number 5 for Penn. Their first of this second half comes around 10-15 left to go in the third quarter of play. Pretty much identical look as always. Russo near side with Kenna on the insert. Banks Van Staden at the top of the circle. Kenna takes. Over to Van Staden. Van Staden, straight shot down, scores! Alita Van Staden from the top of the circle throws it right on in, and the Quakers strike first.
And there you have it, as we were just talking about how the Quakers have struggled with converting on corners. Alita Van Staden has something to say about it. Gets the goal, nicely done, and you just see the excitement as she finally had the chance to see it go in the back of the cage.
Van Staden would be a 3rd of the year for the senior from South Africa. A 2-time All-Ivy League selection. You see it once more. This one, just a beauty, straight onto the cage. And Van Staden puts it in. 1-0 Quakers. With the win here today means a whole lot for the Quakers program. As with 10 seconds left to go, Columbia takes. Whistle will blow in favor of the Quakers. They'll try and run things down. All started back in 2010 when head coach Colleen Fink went on the road to William & Mary, picked up her first win of her career here at Penn. And then first Ivy League win, very fitting, came against this Columbia squad. And today, head coach Colleen Fink gets win number 100 as a Quaker. Monumental win for the Quakers, and they do it in dominating fashion. 7 goals scored for Penn this afternoon as they take it. 7-2, your final from El Evangelos Field. I want to say thank you for tuning in. As for myself, Gary Erdelyi, and the rest of the crew at the University of Pennsylvania, I want to say so long and have a good rest of your evening as the Quakers take it from Philadelphia. This has been a presentation of ESPN, all games streaming live and archived on the ESPN app.